I don't like to make negative videos. It's not clear, but heavily implied that these products ship without pens or any connection cables. If you buy this product, it's unusable. And this is the second time in the last year Wacom has done this, and that's not cool. Yesterday, Wacom announced their brand new Wacom One series of drawing tablets and pen displays. And this is exciting news. The One series is their entry-level, lower-priced drawing tech. The last Wacom One pen display came out in 2019, which doesn't feel like 4 years ago, but according to math, it is. That device needed a really good update. It came out at a time when drawing tablets were moving towards laminated displays, which are so much more accurate and so much more better looking than the old LCD panels that we were used to seeing on pretty much everything. But the 2019 Wacom One had one of those old non-laminated displays. So what we have here are two new tablets. There is a medium and a small tablet. Those don't have screens. Those are kind of like the Intuos line, but less expensive. And we have two new pen displays, a 12-inch and a 13-inch. And that 13-inch also has a touchscreen. The 12-inch is available to order now, the 13-inch sometime in the future. And I looked at the prices on the website and I thought, wow, these seem really competitive. Wacom's doing something cool here. But then I got onto the ordering page, the checkout process, and I started to scroll down. It gets a little bit confusing. This gives you options in pen colors. That's cool, not worth the extra cost for me, but if you want to customize it, do the Build-A-Bear thing with your tablet, go for it. And then I scroll down a little bit more and I see the cables. And then I was starting to get confused. Are these extra cables? And then as I started to look closer, I thought, wait, do cables not come in the box? And then I'm starting to wonder, does anything come in the box? Scroll down further, power adapter. I don't think anything comes in this box. There's an optional stand you can add to this. So does that mean that it did away with the feet that were on the old Wacom One that you could fold out and set up at a nice drawing angle? Also, what does this stand look like? How many angles do you get? How big is it? There is nowhere here where I can click and get more information or find out what I'm buying. There's also a carrying case. I don't need that. There are some other pens here that are different than the original pens. I'm familiar with these pens, but I would imagine someone new looking at this would say, wait, which pen should I get? What's the difference? Why are these better? And then we have the rear cover. Do I need that? What is it? Like, seriously, what is it? So yesterday I'm sitting there on the order page and I'm thinking, I just want the basic one. It has to come with pens and cables to connect it to my computer, right? I don't need to pay all this extra, right? So I added it to my cart. Oh no, I got this little graphic. So today, right before I went to record this video, I tried again. As of now, you can just buy the tablet. Yesterday, it would not let me add just the tablet to the cart. It made me buy a cord and made me buy that pen. And of course, I want to review all of these products. So I also went out and I tried to pick up one of the non-screen drawing tablets that they have. I straight up could not buy that off of Wacom's website for the same exact reason, because when I clicked through, I picked out my pen, I picked out my tablet, and it said, you can't add this to your cart unless you also pick out a cord. But here's the thing, there was no option to pick out a cord. So I jumped on Twitter and I asked Wacom some questions. Hey, what's going on here? I can't get this order. I didn't get an answer, but shortly thereafter, these were listed, the tablets anyway, were listed as out of stock. You can still buy the pen display. And I read over this website and everything that they had available like 2 or 3 times because I have no idea what I bought. I know that there is something that will be shipped to my house in a box. What comes in that box is a complete and total mystery to me. And a lot of you are going to focus on the price, which is, totally understandable. Saying something costs $300 and then making it totally unusable without spending another $50 to $100, that's a bait and switch. I will defend Wacom's choice to charge a lot of money for their products. That's okay, but I cannot defend misleading pricing. I think it's fine to have like super crazy high-end versions of their pro products, even if nobody can really afford them. Go ahead, charge a lot. Give us a really weird pen where you can change out all the pieces parts, or do more with R&D. Push your products further by charging more for them. I'm okay with that. I don't like to make negative videos. I bet this video does well because unfortunately negative videos do better anyway on YouTube. This is not going to become a trend for me, I promise. I give companies the benefit of the doubt more often than I probably should. See my Adobe Firefly video. But this time it is deserved. It's not clear but heavily implied that these products ship without pens or any connection cables. If you buy this product, it's unusable. And this is the second time in the last year Wacom has done this. And that's not cool. This also happened last year with the Wacom Cintiq Pro 27. That product shipped without any kind of stand or any kind of feet. The older versions of those tablets had fold-out feet. Wacom's been doing that on a lot of their products. Very handy. You know, out of the box, you don't necessarily need an expensive stand. Great feature. This didn't ship with that, but it had these curved handles. Not a bad thing because it let them put their shortcut keys on the back there, so when you're holding onto the tablet, it felt good. But you could not use this tablet out of the box without buying a stand. This is a $3,500 tablet that could not lay flat on a desk. If you did lay it flat on the desk and you started to draw, it would tilt over because the back wasn't flat. It was unusable without a stand. You can't throw a $20 little stand in there for $3,500. You already had a solution, a cool design in your product, the fold-out feet. Why'd you take that out? And yes, you can make the argument that, hey, Apple ships an iPad without an Apple Pencil. And yeah, but you could do a million things with an iPad if you do not have an Apple Pencil. This is a drawing tablet. You cannot draw on a drawing tablet without a pen. In fact, you can't even turn the dang thing on without the cables. This is an entry-level device. In my reviews, you will hear me a lot say the words, this is a pen display. It has to be plugged into a computer. In the first few days after the videos go up, you guys watch them, you will all know that, but a week or so after, it starts getting traffic from people who are just doing research into these products, people who have never seen my channel before, people who are unfamiliar with pen displays, and I get a lot of crazy questions on there. Does this come with Windows installed on it? Can this run Android? This is just all part of the learning process for people who are just getting into digital art. So the Wacom One line, this is their entry level line here. This is for those people. So one of two things can happen when this box shows up at my house. It's shipped with a pen and it's shipped with cables, which in that case, shame on Wacom for setting up their page like this to make it look like it doesn't and tricking people into buying stuff they don't need for way too much money. Or option two, it does not ship with those things. And again, shame on Wacom for tricking people. And maybe the reason I got so frustrated looking at all these options was because I know that I'm the person everybody's going to go to when they're like, wait, what's a 3-in-1 cable? Do I need that and the USB-C cable? Do I need a power adapter? And at this point, I don't know if you need a power adapter. Do you need a power adapter? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. There's so many questions I have about this thing. Did they take the feet off this thing? Like they have some of their other products? Do you need that stand? I have no idea. So I'm gonna do this again. Take a step back, take a deep breath. And I'm gonna give Wacom the benefit of the doubt because I have worked with large companies and I know what it's like to have a really good team and really good people trying to do the right thing and have a manager swoop in and go, let's do something stupid. And I'm sure there was somebody somewhere at Wacom who was like, wouldn't it be cool if we did customize your first drawing tablet, make it special and unique. You can pick out all the parts that you need, it'll be just for you. But here's the thing, it has to work. When I review this, I don't know how I can recommend this to people. If they can't connect it, if they can't use the product they bought, they're going to come back and yell at me because I reviewed it. You need to make this simple. You need to be transparent. And part of it is because I want to see you be successful. I want to see Wacom actually do good stuff. I like using your pens. If someone over there watches this, show this to the managers doing stupid things and tell them to stop. If you want to be the premium expensive product, that's okay. That's cool. That's fine. But you also have to understand if you're going to charge a premium for something, you have to provide a premium experience. And I didn't want to make a negative video, but I also felt like if I don't, this will just keep happening. Yeah, so leave me a comment down below. What do you think is going to be in that box when it shows up at my house? I am really curious. I did buy a pen and I did buy a USB Type-C cable. Will I get 2 pens? Will I get 2 cables? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to show up. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you in a couple of days.